Is it Wednesday yet? Oh, that's right. Oh, my tired. My wife. Oh, am I going to yell at her when I get home?
She hasn't even called in.
No, she shouldn't. She should head for the hills. My eyes can't even focus.
Oh,
my eyes hurt so much from what she did to me last night. Wicked, wicked woman. Wicked.
Remember last week before, I told you about this jogger in Philadelphia who was killed as she was running?
And listening to us.
Right. Well, now they're saying that she was probably listening to Howard Stern on her portable radio headset when this occurred to her. But she probably wasn't paying attention to the people around her.
She was busy with our show.
So, in other words, the show distracted her.
Right. That's it.
And therefore, she is dead. That's probably when she was hit from the side or from behind in a blitz attack that left the young woman staggered and disoriented. At that point, she was dragged or thrown down a stairwell, sexually assaulted, beaten, and strangled.
Unbelievable.
So, it is our fault.
Yes.
We said that at the time we found out that she was a fan of the show, that it would probably somehow be our fault. And now Philadelphia police are saying she was probably listening and not paying attention because we were so compelling.
Probably listening to one of your intriguing news stories about farting or bathroom habits.
People on planes.
That's sad. That's sad. That a woman can't even go out and listen to her favorite radio program. Can't even go out and listen to the genius.
You have to be like a beagle out there watching and smelling everybody out.
Where was this, in Philly?
Yeah.
It's too bad. We lost a fan. She was out jogging and somebody mutilated her.
They don't have a main suspect even now.
I want to say that it is the most despicable kind of crime. The animal who did it will probably never be caught, and if he was, he will probably go before the jury, and the jury will feel bad for him because he probably was spanked when he was a baby. Everybody has been too lenient on crime. But there it is, in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love.
That's what police say is the most likely version of what happened to her.
How did the police know that she was listening to us? Was the station still tuned in?
I guess, yeah.
I believe so.
Portable radio was tuned to YSP. But my question is, how do they know she was distracted by the show?
They're just doing that. They always say that.
You know, you could be, when you're running, you're sort of running. You're not necessarily having your head go around like Reagan in The Exorcist to make sure nobody's around you.
Right. Well, there you go, Robin. Another time we have been maligned. We're blamed for everything. Is jogging a little like rollerblading, Robin, that you can lose yourself in it? You do both, I know.
Jogging is much like rollerblading. In fact, more so do you lose yourself in it.
What about,
have you ever seen those joggers' faces?
Is jogging like horseback riding at all? Do you lose yourself in horseback riding?
Well, not so much so because you're elevated, and you're on a horse. So people are less likely to approach you in that attack mode when you're on a horse.
What about when you're on a horse in a show, as you have done, an actual horse show? Are you distracted?
You're very distracted.
You are. All right. How about when you do your yoga? Are you more distracted doing yoga or horseback riding, rollerblading?
Generally,
I see. So yoga you're okay on.
But you are distracted.
And what about during your foot rub? Do you get distracted?
You're completely in a coma.
I see. Or seaweed wrap that you receive.
Seaweed wrap, very vulnerable. Very vulnerable.
All of your hobbies working themselves into the news again. And when your father was doing that to you?
I was
very distracted. Oh, you were not distracted?
Police.
All right.
What is wrong with you, Jackie?
Jackie's in convulsions.
Calm down.
He loves himself over there. Great.
I didn't make one noise, you liar.
You're banging on the desk.
He's in convulsions.
I hit my hand on the desk. Lighten up.
The White House has ordered the government to shut down, Howard.
Yes.
And do you know how they do it?
Sorry, what? How do they do it? I'm so gassy. Oh.
It's much like the way we were fired at NBC. They make you come in to work, and then they send you home.
That's so stupid. I was so mad when we got fired at NBC. I was so furious. They made me come in that day, and Robin.
Yeah.
And Donna for douchebag, and all of us come in, and they go, we have to talk to you. I go, okay, fine, you know. I was on crutches. We went in, and they took Robin in a room with one general manager. I went in with the president of the company, which I resented. Why couldn't we be fired together?
Oh, I don't know. I guess we were dangerous. Remember, it was like divide and conquer.
Yeah.
They were afraid we'd attack.
I would have liked to have had a shoulder to cry on.
You know, but every time we were in one of those other meetings, it was always together. Well, sometimes they did split us out. They talked to one or the other of us, but sometimes they talked to us together. Yes.
Anyway, so they pull us in, and the guy goes, "You're fired." And I go, you know, I understand what you're saying. It took me a while for it to sink in. We had a whole dialogue. He told me to sit down. I go, "That's all right. I don't need to sit down because you're fired." He says, "Are you all right?" I go, "Yeah, I'm all right." I said, the one thing that bothers me about this is that why couldn't you call me on the phone? Why did I have to come all the way into the city?
It's very tough to get into Manhattan.
It took me 2 hours that day of traffic, and now I have no ride home. I stood out in the street. I said, so what was your point, Randy?
Yeah, if you knew you were going to dismiss us, why didn't you keep the car?
Well, I wanted to look you in the eye. I said, you don't have to look me in the eye. I could have spent the day home relaxing, getting in a fight with my wife.
John Hayes didn't even have the nerve to say the words. The radio show has been canceled.
Is that what he said to you?
Yeah, I said, canceled? This is not television.
What he canceled? Oh, we're on hiatus? Is that what he said to you?
What does that mean?
He said it has been canceled?
The radio show has been canceled.
Yeah, with a big smile on his face.
Oh, no, he sat down and very dramatic.
Yeah.
Sat down on the couch and said, this has been one of the toughest days of my life.
No, it hasn't.
It was his idea.
Of course. What a fake. Incubus. Satan's helper. Satan's henchman.
Well, that's what's going to happen when you go to work for the government today.
Is that right?
You're going to go in, and then they're going to tell you if you're essential or not, because only essential employees are going to be kept. Non-essential people will be sent home.
It's not right.
And just answer me this, Howard.
They have plenty of money.
Why do we have so many non-essential employees?
Yeah, if they're non-essential, what are they doing there? Wasting on taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
Good point.
Emergency services will be continued, and you won't be able to get a passport today, so don't try to get out of the country.
I say we run the country like this.
Just run the skeleton crew.
Yeah.
I'm sure a few of these people may be necessary, but we shouldn't have so many non-essential employees.
In Jokeland, we don't have anybody who's non-essential.
Me, Nancy, and her mother.
What?
Me, Nancy, and her mother. That's it. Skeletal staff.
That's how we make our money.
That's right. Like an elite commando group.
So there, you'll have a big surprise, because Congress and the president could not see eye to eye on how to keep the government going.
Right.
Just how we should be putting together a budget at this point in time.
Lean joke for
They never have these problems over in Jokeland.
But, you know, seriously,
Jokeland is a model for the government of this country.
There's a lot of people and their families who are going to be looking for something this Christmas. And it's not right around Christmas to, like, take someone's job, especially when you know the government has all that money. They've got the money.
Wait for a slow period, like in February.
Right.
They haven't stopped taking my taxes.
Right.
They don't expect this to last
I still
long.
have to file quarterly.
Right.
But it could last for a day or two while they still try to iron out all of their differences.
Right. Right, Robin.
So just go in to see if you're essential or not today.
It's nice to know you're worthless.
I know.
I am
we don't
sorry.
need you.
Right.
We can keep things going without you.
What else is going on, Robin?
A dozen Americans have joined Saudi Arabian investigators over in Riyadh, trying to determine what or who set off that bomb yesterday. 5 U.S. or American citizens were killed.
Of course.
And a Filipino.
Wow.
There have been 2 claims of responsibility from obscure groups, but they haven't been verified. So we don't really know.
I don't mean to sound
who was
uncaring,
behind all of this. Well,
but I didn't feel anything. And as long as I'm safe.
It doesn't matter.
That's right. I didn't even hear it. Where was this?
Over in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and I want to warn all Americans. I've said this before for the last 10 years. You don't live in Saudi Arabia. I don't care what's going on.
Well, if you're a government official and you're sent over there,
you're crazy.
In the military, and
Quit.
you're advising them. I think you take the job because you want to live in danger, don't you?
I don't know. If there's oil, there's death. Just got to get out of there. People are nuts over there.
Women suing silicone breast implant makers have a new settlement deal that's worth less than an earlier one that fell through.
Oh, that's good.
3 companies will pay the women from $10,000 to $250,000, depending on the severity of their health problems.
They shouldn't have to pay anything.
The agreement will cover no more than half of the original 440,000 women involved in the suit.
No one's ever going to convince me that these women, when they got silicone breast implants, they didn't know that there was some health risk. I just can't believe that they're that dumb.
The reduction in the settlement was due to the filing of bankruptcy by Dow Corning.
I see.
Women have claimed that the implants have caused severe illnesses, but the manufacturers are denying that the devices have anything to do with any of these health problems. Women who don't choose to agree to the settlement can sue on their own. So these companies are not out of the woods yet, even with a settlement. It's not a matter of whether these people thought. You give everybody credit for knowing everything you know.
I'm very smart.
Then why would you consider that everyone would be as smart as you?
Let me tell you something. We all know I'm no genius, and we all know that my IQ is very limited, and I couldn't even I couldn't break 1,000 on my SATs.
But you were magna cum laude.
That was a fluke. And I took courses in watching movies. So let's be honest here. There's no great brain. Exactly. There's no great brain power, and I even figured it out. Come on. I know that if you put something like silicone, which is a chemical, into the body, something's going to happen.
Everyone does. I mean, people take things all the time, and they're shocked that they have side effects.
Right. They can't believe it.
So you can't say these people knew anything. They have a complete trust, faith, in all these things that people make.
Yeah. These people think it doesn't matter what they put into their bodies. They think
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
But it does matter. It does matter.
Well, maybe you ought to go out there on the stump and start telling these people how to live their lives.
I'll be doing that on Thursday at Brentano's.
What is going on in Oklahoma? 4 people were charged yesterday with plotting to blow up abortion clinics, gay bars, and the headquarters of at least 2 civil rights organizations.
I don't know. I don't know.
They arrested one guy, his wife, and a couple of friends. You know, and apparently these 4 were thinking about making one of these manure bombs.
You can make a manure bomb?
Well, that's what the one in the federal building was made out of. Sure.
Thank God Oklahoma is not part of the United States. Or is it?
One of the guys, yeah, it is part of the United States, Howard. One of the guys who was brought into court when the judge asked him who would be representing him, you know what he said?
Who?
Jesus Christ.
Right. That's right. I know Jesus Christ. He was on the show a couple of weeks ago. He's a black guy. You know who I think is plotting to blow up a clinic?
Who?
Ed Moyer, our salesman. I saw him in the bathroom, and he was making tons of manure. I think he was plotting to make a bomb in there.
But it just seems that Oklahoma now, you know, that little Midwest area out there, the West, they're going kind of wacky.
I've never seen a guy make that much manure.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like a munitions factory.
God knows what he ate the night before. And you know who else I think is in the plot with him? Scott DePace, the director. He was making quite a bit of manure himself. Yeah, secret meeting. Oh, man, those 2 foul the bathroom every day. We have special chemicals in there.
I don't know why they wait to do it here.
I don't either.
That's something you should keep at home.
Ed marches in, like, all proud of himself at, like, 8 o'clock in the morning and pulls those pants down, and he's, like, squatting in that bowl. And I'm like, you know, the guy just got here. He, like, rushes in to foul up his place. Move your bowels at home, Ed.
Well, I topped that one off. Let's go to the next stall.
This is going to make one hell of a bomb. I never do it here. Maybe 3 times the whole year.
Not unless you have to.
Right. All that pile Ed makes every day, all that needs is a fuse.
A cigarette in
We'd all go up, huh?
I had no idea that manure would make a bomb.
You know, there are some some people who are terribly upset that Colin Powell has dropped out of the contention for the Republican nomination for president.
Yeah, I understand the entire Creedmoor facility is upset. You'd have to be insane to sit there and think that he would be a good president.
Well, there was a guy out in California whose name was Ron Weekly, who had set up this whole preliminary group to get him on the ballot out there, and now he says that he is mounting a sit-in campaign to try to convince Colin Powell that he should run for president.
I wish they could interview this guy and ask him, what is it that you think Colin Powell has done to be the president of the United States?
They act as if he's the only guy.
Yeah.
So anyway, here's Mr. Weekly to tell about his the reason for his sit-in.
I would vote for a TV star over Colin Powell. What do you think of that?
I'm doing nothing but...
Oh, that's Colin Powell, right?
Yes, I said Ron Weekly.
You think this job's easy?
I am sorry.
Hold on. I think this is Ron Weekly now, Robin.
Surely, a Colin Powell victory in New Hampshire will send the call that Colin Powell both deserves and has requested. But more importantly, a Colin Powell win in New Hampshire will provide the symbol and the hope of a nation united.
So in other words, he's for him because he's a black guy.
I guess. I don't know. He just wants Powell to run in the worst way.
That would be a symbol that the nation is united.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, because he's a black guy.
No, I think it would be a symbol of power. You know, just like when Mayor Dinkins ran for mayor of New York, I think that black people felt empowered in some way.
Right.
So this would help if Colin was president of the United States. It's been a topic of conversation. I've had black people stop me on the street and ask me what I thought of his resignation.
Why are people...
Like I should think anything about
Why are people stopping you on the street? Don't they know you have to get the rollerblades? They know you have an agenda?
If I stop and gaze in a window, people think that's an opportunity to speak.
Right. Well, everyone is obviously interested in your opinion.
But you know, very rarely do people stop you and ask you a specific question.
Right.
And it's happened to me 3 or 4 times. What do you think of Colin Powell not running?
And what do you say? I don't think about it. It doesn't matter.
It never occurred to me that I should have any thoughts about it at all.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Other people have dropped out of the race. I didn't say a word.
Right. All of a sudden, who would care about Colin Powell? What has he done? No one can tell me what he's done. People
become symbols of things. It's not about them.
Right.
O.J. was a symbol of something. It had nothing to do with him particularly, but he was a symbol now. And Colin Powell has become a symbol.
There are so many guys who have devoted themselves to public service, serving in state assemblies, then perhaps in higher forms of government, and devoting years to it. Some guy just steps off the general bandwagon, writes a book, declares himself, you know, his PR guy says, say you're running for president, we'll sell a ton of books, which he does. Basically leaves the illusion that he might be thinking about it. And he's a black guy. If Colin Powell was a white general, you think anybody would be listening to him?
No.
Of course not. So this is absolutely absurd. And there's plenty of whiteys out there who want to vote for him because that'll calm the blacks down.
You know, I have grave questions about that.
Yes.
You know, it's one thing to say it, but when you get behind that little curtain in that booth,
yes,
I don't think they'd be voting for Colin Powell.
I think they'd vote for a Jew before they vote for him.
I don't know about that either.
Yeah, I don't either. You know, I used to hear that.
I wonder how many votes he'd actually have when the count came down.
His mom, his mama, his papa, and his wife.
No, he'd get black votes.
You know, all he is a book peddler. No more, no less.
Well, people just can't understand it. Colin Powell doesn't want to run. He doesn't want to go through it. He has no desire to do it. That's certainly not a guy you need for president. If he can't get through an election, you don't need him being your president.
I used to say, gee, I wonder who would be, you know, first electable as a president, a black guy or a Jew. And I think if Colin Powell was a Jew, even Colin Powell wouldn't vote for himself. But anyway, Robin, yes, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt with my my thoughts.
Theorizing over there. Colin Powell was asked. He just made his first public appearance since making his announcement that he has no intentions toward the presidency. And they asked him what he's been doing since out in California. Here's what he had to say.
I'm doing nothing but devoting my time and attention to private life right now.
Oh, I would love that.
I think my statement of last Wednesday was pretty clear.
I wish I was doing that. Maybe right now my eye wouldn't be twitching. Fred thinks I'm winking at him. Go ahead, Robin.
You know how you watch these movies about serial killers?
Yeah, I watch those. I love those movies.
I do, too. But,
love
there really are serial killers around.
Oh, yes, Robin.
And you never know what they're doing.
Oh, I know what they're doing.
You don't know about them until after they've been caught.
They're playing cards for me on this show. They play sound effects. Stand over in the corner and look at me strangely every time I write a book.
Now they're saying a guy named Glenn Rogers, who they suspect of being a serial killer, has been caught as a result of a nationwide manhunt.
Good. Got him behind bars.
He's wanted in a number of states from the Deep South to California. So these guys just go around the country.
Yes, that's what they're serial killers. They go around. They just walk around and kill people.
He was captured in Kentucky after a high-speed chase with police and is now in custody. They're interested in questioning him about a bank robbery and a murder, but he will probably be held on other charges, including wanton endangerment and traffic violations, until they can complete those investigations. They say that he's wanted or a suspect in the strangling or stabbing of at least 4 women.
Well, I'll tell you something. I believe he will be let go because there's a theory that the police were a little rough in arresting him for chasing him so fast, and he will probably go free.
They call him a smooth-talking drifter. And
one woman
Jackie they interviewed after they captured him, she said, he's been at my house to eat at my table. He was beautiful.
Yeah, until he chops your head off like it's a piece of cabbage.
You know, you don't say a guy is beautiful, she said, but he had the look of an angel.
Really?
Yeah, so that's how he would, get close to people. Close enough to stab them or strangle them.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You know, you really would like to meet and talk to one of these people once, wouldn't you?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. It does matter.
Maybe we can get Glenn Rogers to talk to us.
Yeah, if he could call in, we'd appreciate it.
Meanwhile, Jim Carrey is continuing to have a wonderful career. Now they say that, his movie, the sequel to Ace Ventura Pet Detective, opened this weekend and made a record with so many ticket sales its first weekend. And now they're saying he's just signed to do a serious film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's going to step out of that comedy mode.
Bill Murray did that. That worked out well.
For a little while. Well, there was an interesting article in the paper where they looked at the box office draw of comedians who then do serious films. And there seems to be a big discrepancy.
I see.
He's going to do something called The Truman Show.
Yeah, what is that about?
They say it's a guy whose life falls apart or something.
Oh, that's fun. Is he a pet detective?
No, he's not a pet. It's more like a Forrest Gump kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, he would do good with that. You can't always just do, like, really, funny pictures. He's good, man. He's a real talent, that guy.
He's incredible talent.
Yeah, he's good. I like him.
The other people they mention here are incredibly talented, too. Robin Williams, he made the film Good Morning America.
Good Morning Vietnam.
Good Morning Vietnam, and it made $124 million at the box office.
So there you go. It matters.
Then he made Dead Poets Society.
That was a good film. I like that.
Made $94 million at the box office.
That's not bad.
But Being Human?
All right, so not everyone's a...
1.5.
Right.
Eddie Murphy, Beverly Hills Cop, $234 million.
Right.
They're calling The Golden Child a drama?
No, that was not a drama.
But they say it made $80 million. And Vampire in Brooklyn, nobody knows what to classify that.
Piece of garbage.
So far, it's made $16.7. Steve Martin, The Jerk, $88 million.
Yeah, and he also made other movies.
Roxanne, $39 million.
That's pretty good.
Leap of Faith, $22 million.
All right.
Billy Crystal, City Slickers, $123 million.
Yeah.
Mr. Saturday Night,
$2 million.
13.4. Then Michael Keaton, Beetlejuice, $74 million. Clean and Sober, 8.6. So you're taking quite a risk when you take off that funny mask.
So did Jackie, Comedy's Dirtiest Dozen, minus $13.4 million. And what's the new one you're working on, Jackie? That movie? You're filming right now?
Second Chance.
Second Chance, minus $98 million.
There's been a halt in production.
Is there?
The other guy's mother's sick.
Oh, dear.
It's too bad. Sorry to hear that.
Yesterday, I read something that was very disturbing to me. You know, they're coming out with this new Beatles CD, another anthology.
Trying to get my hands on
new Beatles music on there and all that.
Right.
Well, Ringo Starr has finally said it.
What do you say?
He says there are only 2 people in the world who don't treat him like a Beatle. And who are they?
All right, take a guess. The 2 people who don't treat Ringo like a Beatle, I know one is Stuttering John. And the other is, one I would think is Yoko Ono.
No.
And then, who do you think it is?
George and Paul.
There you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They don't treat him like a Beatle.
The 2 Beatles don't treat Ringo like he's a Beatle.
Is that right?
He says everybody else thinks I'm a Beatle, except those 2 guys.
Wow. I got news for you, Ringo. I'm joining the club. I don't think you're a Beatle either. I think you lucked out, pal.
You know, I think, Ringo, people have been pulling your leg.
Yeah. I think there's a lot more people that think you're not a Beatle. You're the drummer.
But he was, I guess, very hurt, and he said that those are the 2 guys who, everybody else treats him like a Beatle.
Remember when the Beatles were cool? Anybody remember that? Yeah. Vaguely.
Well, ABC has now become A Beatle C. Have you seen that?
Yeah, how come?
Because they've got I think there's some TV special that goes along with this, and they're promoting it.
Yeah, I thought I heard that the other night. I thought it was hallucinating. I thought the guy goes, W-A Beatle C. And I was like, what?
Police.
Oh, it's so stupid.
All right.
And who is the celebrity
Jackie Motley.
Most Americans think would make a good president?
Clint Eastwood, you did this the other day.
No.
A new poll?
Yeah, this is something else.
All right. John Wayne. You did that the other day.
No, he's the most popular movie star.
Who is the most... Ask the question again?
Star for president.
Is the guy alive?
Poll says...
Is the guy alive?
Yes.
All right. Because last time you asked me that, the guy was dead.
No, John Wayne was the most popular actor, not the guy for president.
I'll say Jim Carrey.
No.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. I'm going to say the guy that people want to see president who is a celebrity, Bill Bradley.
Nope.
Mel Gibson.
No.
London Lee. Disco Tex and the Sexolettes.
Monty Rock the Third.
The Village People.
Monty Rock the Third. I love that guy. Wonder what happened to him.
I don't know.
Who is it?
Oprah Winfrey.
Ah, now
this time the poll was done on America's Talking Cable Network.
Oh, it was done on that network.
23.3% of those polling in believe Oprah Winfrey is the celebrity most qualified for the White House.
I agree.
Police.
Other presidential contenders?
She's totally qualified.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Barbra Streisand.
Yes.
Kevin Costner, Sylvester Stallone, Susan Sarandon, Alec Baldwin.
Lee Lipton. Doesn't he do a UFO show on NBC?
Isn't that funny? All they have to do is see. They like your show. They think you should be president.
Right. What about Ellen DeGeneres? Or Chrissy from Three's Company?
Not yet.
You know who would be a good president? Kramer from Seinfeld. American public is retarded. I'm convinced of it. I'm convinced.
And you're sitting there saying those women knew they shouldn't get breast implants.
Maybe you're right. Give them all the money. Oprah. Biggest know-nothing on the planet. And you, sir, who would you like to vote for? Anything else, Robin?
Whitney Houston is talking about her troubled marriage with Bobby Brown in this month's Vibe magazine.
Bobby Brown for vice president.
She tells the mag that she's got a good man. He takes care of me. I don't have to be scared of anything because I know he'll kick everybody's A.
What's wrong with Whitney Houston? You know, she looks like a reasonably intelligent woman.
Just don't let her talk.
As soon as she opens her mouth, she's a total moron.
Disrespect him and you've got a big problem. She likes this brute.
Yeah. But she's just so dumb.
She's like Stella in that stupid
Yeah, I mean, you know, she's so classy looking and sings like an angel and opens her mouth and she just sounds dumb.
Gag her because she does not know what to say.
Hey, how many more times are you going to keep defending her husband? Wacko.
Yeah, she doesn't say much about him being in drug rehab or the fact that he was arrested.
Silliest woman on the planet is Whitney Houston. I take it back. It's no longer Kathy Lee. Blah. Blah. The Scarecrow and the Wizard of Oz had more brains.
She says she's going to try to work it out with Bobby. They'll work out their problems. She's going to hang in there with him.
Good for her.
It's a good thing he's got her.
Nice to see.
Boy, did he luck out.
You're not kidding.
Dean Cain, Superman?
Yeah, he's good. He's a good actor.
He's got a problem with his biological dad.
Yeah, I saw that on TV.
Yeah, he was on what? Inside Edition on Friday?
One of those fine shows.
His real daddy's name is Roger Tanaka.
No. His real father's name is Jor-El.
You are confused.
He plays Superman
is a fictional character.
Oh, okay. I said Jor-El. He had to put him in a rocket ship and send him to Earth. So you're saying that the actor Dean Cain.
Dean Cain,
oh,
the actor,
I thought you meant Superman.
No, I said the guy who plays Superman has a problem with his biological father. He came on Inside Edition and sort of disputed that Cain was actually adopted by his stepfather, Christopher Cain.
Yes.
After the breakup of Tanaka's marriage to Dean's mother, Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
And Dean says, look, he doesn't know this guy. The guy has only ever tried to contact him through tabloid shows.
So.
And he was indeed adopted by his stepfather. And he doesn't know this other guy. He's never had any contact with him.
So who was raising Cain? Was it, in fact...
Police.
Was it...
Dean's mother married Christopher Cain when Dean was 4.
That's good.
And he considers Cain his father, whether there was an adoption or not. I don't know if there actually was one.
Right.
But he's tired of this Tanaka guy now trying to get a hold of him. He's a deadbeat dad as far as Dean is concerned.
Right.
Never paid a penny in child support.
Now he's on the scene.
Yeah, all of a sudden he never knew this son was going to be Superman.
Right. Pathetic.
This is why you really ought to stay in there. You never know who these kids are going to be.
Yeah, at least touch base every couple of years.
Yeah, you know, send a gift every once in a while. It might work out for you in the end.
Shaquille O'Neal's father's now banging himself in the head with a hammer.
They're all crying now.
Mm-hmm.
But where were they?
Right.
And finally today, did you see Mike Wallace whining on 60 Minutes on
What
Sunday?
a baby. He's in shock because CBS... Listen to this. I got to talk about this. The guy is running around. He's in shock because CBS television didn't want to do a report that they could have been sued over.
Yeah, they didn't want to get sued.
Yeah. Like, I don't see Mike Wallace putting his ass on the line.
It isn't his bank account.
No.
His money.
Mike Wallace guards that bank account of his like it's Fort Knox. Calm down, Zitface. I love these guys. They're all brave. I am upset with CBS News. They actually sat down in a meeting with me and explained that I could be sued for breaking confidentiality things, and they backed down.
They couldn't corroborate the guy's testimony, that story he was telling, so they didn't want to go with it.
Yeah, I mean, he's so in shock over that. And all the journalists are all upset about it.
Sounds like responsible reporting to me.
Yeah. And what's this with ganging up on the cigarette industry? For God's sakes, wake up and smell the tobacco. You know that
people don't know cigarettes are bad for you.
Yeah, that's another one. Mike Wallace listen what Mike Wallace wanted to reveal to the American public. That the cigarette companies actually know that cigarettes are bad for you. Isn't that a mind-blowing... This guy, Mike Wallace, is almost retarded. Any guy who looks in the mirror and sees that his zits... He's 60 years old, he still has zits.
He's over 70, I think.
Over 70, for God's sakes. I think he's actually gone senile. Nobody knows it. Listen to this. He was excited. He got inside information that the cigarette companies know that cigarettes cause cancer.
And this has been a big bone of contention. Congress is trying to prove it.
It's
TV is trying to prove it.
See, they had and on the report, they have congressional leaders sitting with all the cigarette companies saying, do you think that nicotine is addictive? And each guy goes, no, I don't think so. I work for this company.
These are some of the funniest hearings you can
They're great.
watch.
Now, we all know, listen, a moron, Helen Keller knows cigarettes kill you. She's definitely blind and dead, and she knows. Now, let me tell you something. This Mike Wallace is brain dead. I bet he would vote for Oprah. I got to tell you, the guy is the biggest. Thank you. He is the biggest stiff on the planet. This was 30 years ago. Mike Wallace of 60 Minutes was a stupid game show host. Give you an idea of his background. He was a game show host. I know people don't realize this. So he gets on 60 Minutes. I watched 60 Minutes. I watched the show. Even though Don Hewitt hates my guts and refuses to do a piece on me, he'd rather do a piece on two guys who sit and fix cars that nobody listens to.
Who couldn't make that business work until they got on the radio.
Yeah, because Don Hewitt is such an elitist and thinks that the rest of you are all stupid morons for listening to me. Don Hewitt still believes people listen to public radio. Mike Wallace gets on TV and he says, I am very upset. I wish I had it on tape. I would like to play it for people. I am very upset because 60 Minutes has been put in a compromising position. We wanted to do a report. We found out that cigarettes are really bad for you. And I'm listening to this thing and I'm going, this guy got to be putting me on. He says, we wanted to do this report, but the cigarette companies could sue us. And CBS doesn't want to be sued. So they tell me I can't do it. And by the way, we know we're in the wrong legally. Well, I want to go ahead and do it anyway because it's not my money. It's Lawrence Tisch's money.
Well, it was just a threat, Mike.
And I like, yeah, it's just a threat. But Mike Wallace, by the way, if Mike Wallace won't pee on the sidewalk because he knows he could be sued. Mike Wallace, the same guy who runs around with a microphone and harasses people in the middle of the street, if you harass him in the middle of the street with a microphone, will yell at you and scream at you and tell you you're a horrible individual. Next week, Mike Wallace is doing a report. It's an expose that you shouldn't walk into traffic. He has it on good authority that the traffic people actually know that crossing against the green light could cause death. You could get hurt. And he's going to reveal it, but 60 Minutes is afraid to do it. Listen, there isn't a person in the world that doesn't know that cigarettes are bad for you. Children know this. It's been beaten into us. There are certain people out there, despite this information, want to smoke. They want to smoke. And you know what? Thank God they want to smoke, because this is a big industry that actually supports people who live in this country. It's not a bad industry. We should have a marijuana industry. Do you know how many people would be put to work over a marijuana industry in this country?
Jackie would be supporting how many families?
Jackie would be out of business. You have real professionals running that thing. It's only like a mom.
I'm just saying he would be buying so much. He'd be supporting how many families?
Yeah. Let me tell you something. There is nothing wrong with the tobacco industry. There's nothing wrong with people buying cigarettes and smoking them as long as they don't smoke on top of somebody else.
Yeah, I don't want to smoke. So I don't want to be in a room where smokers are.
Right. That's all. It's a disgusting habit. We all know it. We know it causes cancer, and yet there are some people who want to do it, and I don't think they should be outlaws for it. I don't think the cigarette company should be maligned because they put tons of people to work in this country.
So, I mean, yes, they rigged the nicotine so you get more addicted. Of course they will.
Yeah. Well, no, they want you to get less addicted. And
That's
Mike Wallace, his whole big expose was that he found out that the cigarette companies know that it's addictive. Could you imagine? He is a moron. And he's screaming at the end of the show. He's saying if this ever happens again, he's quitting the show.
Oh, no, he says, I believe in us, and I'm sure we'll be able to bring you hard-hitting pieces like this in the future.
Exposing the fact that this guy doesn't expose anything in the last 10 years. 10 years, 20 years ago, they used to expose stuff. Not anymore. He's a big nothing. He's a big bag of hot gas. I'm very upset, and I'm taking CBS to task. Oh, aren't you brave? Let me see you sue somebody. Let me see you get sued, big shot. So you put up a few million for some lawyers. I love this guy, and I'm very upset with CBS because they're afraid of lawsuits. Well, when they know they're doing something wrong, yeah, they're afraid of lawsuits, you schmuck. They say in the paper, Mike Wallace called Imus. Imus sits there and goes, oh, yes, Mike, it's a terrible thing. What happened to you? I understand why you're upset. Imus is a fool. He's a moron who never took chances either. They're all morons. Don't you get it? Don Hewitt's the biggest moron on 2 feet. Wouldn't know what pop culture's about. Wouldn't know what people are interested in if it hit him in the face. Him and Zitface don't know anything.
And what is Andy Rooney is making a cottage industry out of OJ. Every week now, the piece is on OJ.
He ought to do a piece on Depends, which is what he'll be wearing any day if he keeps living much longer. Duty diaper. I couldn't believe this guy, Mike Wallace. I'm watching this. I'm very upset with CBS. They don't want a lawsuit. Well, duh.
Who does?
And what do you think you're revealing there, Pally? What, that the tobacco... He says, we have documents to say the tobacco company knows that cigarettes are bad for you. Duh. That dope. I needed 60 minutes to tell me cigarettes were bad. They want these poor bastards to admit some kind of guilt over the fact that they're growing tobacco plants. There are people who want to smoke tobacco, Mike. They're adults. They want to kill themselves early. Let them do it. What's it to you, Zitface? Cigarette business is some of the greatest business in this country. We export our cigarettes to Japan.
When people stop smoking, that'll end the industry.
You know the friggin' nips can't figure out how to grow a good tobacco plant? They don't even have it. They don't even know what a boll weevil is.
Don't infuriate them. Oh. Because that's the kind of thing that makes them go and find out.
Do you know that we send cigarettes, our poison, out to not only Japan, all over the world. They die for American cigarettes. Literally. Nobody can make a better cigarette than this country. I'm proud of that. Mike Wallace thinks he found out something. Guess what I found out? The cigarette companies know that cigarettes cause cancer.
He used to do cigarette commercials.
Of course. Someone ought to do a story on him. Big dummy. So don't worry about tobacco. And there's a million problems he could look into. A million rip-off artists. I was so confused.
While he was doing that thing, I said, all right, now I know that when he gets to the end and it's time to say, we'll see you next week, he's going to be smiling again. You know, he's going to go right from, I am so upset with CBS to, and now that's the end of 60 Minutes.
And he did.
It's all over. And he did. He went, it was perfect. He switched that chair around to the next camera angle, and it was the smiling 60 Minutes Mike Wallace we've always known.
That guy hasn't been upset yet. If he was really upset, he wouldn't be sitting on camera.
No.
He would have head for the hills.
That's how much risk he's willing to take. He won't even leave. He's going to sit there and say, I'm upset.
Please. Everyone knows the Indians were the first to discover tobacco.
And they were fine.
Fine. Look how many are left. There's like 3 left. You figure it out. I need the cigarette companies to tell me you die from cigarettes.
Police.
He only wants the cigarette companies to admit it. These guys make a living in the cigarette industry. Leave them alone. Everyone knows it causes cancer. There isn't a... I could call my kids right now.
Nobody needs them to say it.
Right. Could eat lead paint chips. I could care less. Do whatever you want. This country is nuts.
I mean, there was a report last week that cigarette addiction is very similar to, I think it was cocaine addiction.
Good.
And that it's much more difficult to get off cigarettes than many other drugs.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
This information is out there.
It doesn't matter.
If you want to go find it, you can find it. We don't need Mike Wallace.
You know what that was? It was grandstanding for ratings. That's all.
Yeah.
He got on and criticized CBS television.
You see, those guys at 60 Minutes you can trust because they even criticize their network.
Yeah. You know how many times Mike Wallace has killed the story because he couldn't get information or because someone threatened to sue him? Probably 10 billion times. Anything else in the news? That's it?
Yes, finally,
Good.
Greg Maddux. I heard that this is a big deal. He is a pitcher, and I can't even remember what baseball team. Do you know?
Atlanta Braves.
Okay. And this is the 4th time in a row he's won the Cy Young Award.
That's right.
And this time it was unanimous.
2nd year in a row it was unanimous.
Wow. So that's supposed to be a big deal. Here is Greg Maddux talking about how it feels.
Screw him.
To be so honored.
Cares. Doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Right now, I'm just going to soak it all in and enjoy it. Enjoy it for the next month or 2, and then try to get ready for next year.
Put me in Atlanta. I'll care. Give me a radio show there. No, I don't care. I can't get on in Atlanta.
Who else has this same amount of wins?
Steve Carlton, who played for the Phillies, won it 4 times. Tom Seaver only won it 3.
Yes. And then he also shares the distinction of the unanimous vote with Sandy Koufax.
Yes.
Like that,
Yeah.
Even I knew that, Robin.
So he's in rarefied country, I suppose. Congratulations, Mr. Maddux.
Thank you.
That's what's happening.
Robin, I'm going to just remind people that Milton Berle is on the E! Show tonight, and you'll meet Uncle Meaty. Uncle Meaty.
Uncle Meaty. You
Tonight,
can
Uncle
call
Meaty.
him that.
Tonight, Uncle Meaty, because he's meaty in his pants. stops by to promote an exercise video, but watch the mood change when Milton gets visibly upset over each and every mention of the O.J. trial. It's hysterical. Also, bonus footage of Uncle Milty yelling at Ganji, the cameraman, and his poor producing skills are brought up by Uncle Milty. Also, I will be at Brentano's Thursday. That's right, Robin. Brentano's on Thursday. I will be there at 11:30.
Excellent.
With the red carpet rolled out. It's going to be a happening. There are women coming down from Albany, as far as Albany, a busload of women.
Oh, yeah, you didn't tell us the details.
I'll give them all to you tomorrow.
Amy Lynn will be there.
Oofa.
Nicole Bass will be there.
Oofa.
The fat woman in the book will be there.
Oofa.
Lisa, the lifeguard.
Lisa, the lifeguard will be there.
Oofa. What am I, Greek? Jackie the Joke Man Marlowe, Robin. Absolutely, his last week to get his filthy joke video. Who farted? I smelt it. Only $15 plus $4 shipping and handling. Holiday special, buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Wednesday, November 22nd at Chuckles Comedy Club, because it fits him so well. In Mineola on Long Island. For information on Jokeland's internet address, call 516-9221. Hey, Robin, by the way, your book, too, is on sale. So
yes,
Quivers Alive.
I think it is somewhere.
Somewhere it's on sale. Well, you have finished your run in, yes. Just thought I'd throw it in. It's good to have everybody promoting something. Catch King Norris at Cocktails in South River, New Jersey this Saturday. And if you don't catch it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Baba Booey will be appearing at Battlecade's Extreme Fighting at the Brooklyn Armory this Saturday at 9 p.m. where guys just hit each other. Also available on pay-per-view.
Anything could happen.
Don't miss Stuttering John appearing in Tony and Tina's wedding every Wednesday and Thursday night for more information. And to get a signed copy of John's CD, call 201-942-OUCH. If you're planning a wedding or Christmas party, you want a great DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment. At 718-BAG-5040, don't forget about our good friend Meatloaf. His album is out in the stores right now on sale. And that's it, right?
That's it.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.